Welcome to this week's benefit breakdown. Last week, we talked about the four components that most of your employees focus on when they're looking at their benefits. And today, we're going to talk about two of those four components. Typically, we see that employees have a hard time understanding charges that would count towards a deductible or charges that count towards a copay. So when we're interacting with them, I certainly try and simplify that process and essentially tell them that when we're talking about deductibles, we're talking about the major medical stuff. So pretty much anything that happens at the hospital, anything that happens at a surgery center, anything that happens at an imaging center. So MRIs, CAT scans, CT scans, diagnostic lab work can sometimes count towards the deductible. And then emergency room care. And I know that that's tricky because a lot of people think of an emergency room copay, but keep in mind the emergency room is at the hospital. So that's going to count towards your deductible eventually. And one thing I like to kind of jokingly say is if you have some major medical event going on and it seems like a scary medical situation, those claims are probably going to count towards a deductible. So the next component of the plan is the copay. And again, employees typically have a hard time understanding, copays versus deductibles, but most traditional plans will have a deductible and then they'll have copays. Copays are commonly found for office visits, prescription drugs, urgent care, virtual visits, physical therapy. And the one outlier is non-emergent care or non-emergent use of the emergency room. So in today's world, if you have an emergency room copay, it's really more like a penalty on most policies. So when that comes into play is if you go to the emergency room and you're not actually admitted, the insurance company views that as non-emergent use of the emergency room. So in that situation, you would actually pay your emergency room copay, but you're also going to have deductible charges above that. So typically, your routine services at the doctor's office are pretty much all the services and prescriptions that you receive at a pharmacy would result in a copay. I hope that clarifies those two components of the plan. Just want to appreciate you all taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you learned something new, feel free to shoot me a comment. And if there's something else that you're unclear on, leave that as well, and we can address that in future videos. Thanks and have a great day.